Alright, so there has been some development on the Skate 4, what to expect with that, but today we're going to be attempting a bridge gap while I talk about it, so this should get quite interesting. If you guys are new here, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Let's go ahead and we'll try this out here. I've never attempted the bridge gap before, so this is my very first ever attempt. I think I've attempted it off camera, but I've never done it like on camera ever, so this could very well get pretty interesting, to say the least. Oh man, I don't even know if we're going to have enough speed to... Oh, okay, yeah, we're going to need a lot more speed. Oh, God. Listen, I tell you what, I've been playing a lot of Skate 2 recently, and I am so glad to be back on Skate 3. Like, Skate 2 is fun and all. There's just something about Skate 3 that hits. So we definitely need to get onto the ground level because hitting this is crucial. Like, this is the most crucial part right here. It's building up enough speed. So I don't know if we probably won't be able to do the double bridge gap, but I think I can definitely gap this bridge. Stay tuned for that, because it's going to be fire when I do it, man. I got some catching up to do as far as tricks are concerned, because Skate 4 is coming, and it's looking pretty interesting, to be honest. I just watched a video. But first and foremost, the thing that we were all concerned about, the release date is still on track. Early release is still planned to come out later this year, thank God. Okay, I mean, we were thinking it was going to get delayed there for a second because there wasn't a lot of information coming out there. They actually are planning on sending out some more early access invites in June of this year. I don't think I'm going to end up doing it just because I don't feel like dealing with all the nonsense, like just to play a game a little bit earlier than some. And you know, I'd rather play it for the first time when all the hype's there and everybody's playing it. It's more exciting that way to me. Anyway, but if you are interested, you guys can look into that. If you just search EA Skate playtest, it'll take you to the sign-up page. I had originally applied for it, and I got accepted, but then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to deal with all this. Seems kind of like a little bit of a hassle, a little bit of a headache for me. I don't feel like, you know, making another account for nothing and trying all this different stuff. Okay, I need to figure out a better way to, like, kind of transfer onto a decline there to where I can build up more momentum and not crash. One thing that we were all a little concerned about was when they announced that they were adding the paid currency into the playtest, so a lot of people can like buy things in game already, which seemed a little not good. It's literally not even the full game yet and you're already having people spend money, but they kind of came out and explained themselves a little bit. They were saying how they realized that that could, you know, rub people the wrong way, but it's the best way they see to kind of see how people will be spending the currency, or, you know, what works price-wise, everything like that, which I kind of get. You know, it's better to be definitely prepared for something like that. And they did also add that whatever you spend in the playtest or the early access, you will be reimbursed once the full game comes out, so that will be good. Out money, but you're going to get it back in the playable currency anyway, but that does mean that the stuff that you're downloading or getting or buying from the shop, you won't be able to keep, so you're going to have to repurchase that if it even comes back. I mean, you never know, but... which is kind of unfortunate, but it makes sense in a lot of different ways for the game development reasons, I'm sure. I don't think I'm going to make it on this one. It would be cool if I did, though. Okay, I mean, I technically made it, but I didn't land on that decline. But that was still kind of cool. I still technically gapped the bridge. I think I'm gonna reattempt it. Man, it's just so much fun to like keep going down this way. Like, watch this shit. Boom. Hit that. Boom, 129-foot grind. It's just such a clean game. I have so much fun just cruising on this thing. All right, yeah, let's go back to the top. I'm going to reattempt that, try to get like a clean gap over the bridge so I'm not just like stopping right there at the end. That's kind of annoying. Now, obviously, the early access of the game isn't going to be the full version of the game, which is kind of expected. You know, early access really is just where they kind of test their fan base, see what to expect with how people play the game, what they think of certain things they wanted to put into the game. You know, I'm a big fan of early access with games. I played the early access of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I thought it was going to be great, and it came out and it was just dog shit. But that's Call of Duty. Call of Duty's always kind of had that reputation after, like, Advanced Warfare, I feel like. I mean, Black Ops 3 was good, Black Ops 4 was good, but this isn't a conversation about Call of Duty. I'm getting a little off topic here. We're here to talk about Skate 4, one of the most anticipated games of 2025. I mean, it's been so long since our last Skate game, and, I mean, everybody's pumped for it. Except for some, you know, I could understand where the hype's kind of faded a little bit because there's still no Skate offline mode, unfortunately. As much as we've begged, pleaded, prayed, and tried our best to get them to develop something to do offline mode, which I don't understand is, like, what's so hard about that, you know? Like, you don't have to develop any servers, just make a map and call it a day, you know? Just make it available offline, and everybody that plays the game will be extremely excited. At least the ones that truly enjoy offline mode, which is the majority of the fan base, I feel like. I mean, nothing's better than just settling down at the end of the day, chilling, playing some skate, whatever. Like, you can skate however you want, you could do some crazy stuff, and you don't have to worry about people getting in your way as much. I mean, obviously the AI, my relationship with the AI. Okay, they're pieces of shit. They love to get in my way and up my day really bad. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people just don't want to be online, and with live servers that always change and are always online, that means that the game has a potential expiration date, and eventually we won't be able to play it how we do with the previous skate games. And that's extremely unfortunate, because that is like the best part about these games, is you can come back to them at any point in time and like still just shred and have fun, whether it's online, offline, like it's just there. And that's definitely one thing that has been huge in the community for the longest time. So I don't know why it's like not on their radar to do that, to keep people happy. That was a good bridge gap. That was a real good bridge gap. It couldn't have been a double, but it's fine, because, I mean, that was clean anyway, and I'm still going. I'm still doing some crazy stuff. Let's hit a little manual here, do a little flip. Oh, okay, I got a little too cocky. Let's just head to a nice little chill spot here, okay? The Carvatron has always been my favorite, just chill, skate around and talk session, stuff like that. No offline mode, I feel, is almost a death sentence for the game. Like, obviously, people still play it, but I feel like it's going to lose that skate quality, Like, the best part about these games is being able to just, I don't know, like disconnect kind of at the end of the day and just skate around without judgment and whatever else. I'm sure they'll have private lobbies. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's just gonna be a constantly online, whoever's online runs into anybody type thing, like WWE 2K25 The Island. I mean, you run around on there and it's, well, they have an offline mode. Never mind, that's kind of an unfair. You know what I'm trying to say, okay? I just don't want it to be like a constantly online competition type skate game, and I think they understand that. It's just something about these damn free-to-play, constant live online games. In-game currency, so you can get different cosmetics and different things and everything like that, which is just... I get it, Fortnite did it, and it's a huge success, so naturally everything's got to go in one direction. It's just unfortunate they go the cheap route, because they know it's going to make more money than if they were just release a single player story mode campaign that anybody can play anytime ever. And yeah, it's sad. Hopefully Skate 4 won't be a complete disaster, which, I mean, I guess they're kind of leaning in the right direction, because when they were prompted about the paywall, there's still going to be like no stats to upgrade in the game. Like, it's just purely on your thumbs and your skill of the game, where you're just trying your best to hit these sick, nasty tricks and do all these stunts and crazy stuff. So that is a major plus, because I think that's the worst part about a lot of these newer sports games, is if you got money, you can pay your character up and upgrade them all the way, make yourself indestructible day one, and then it just makes the game a living hell for everybody else involved. They have confirmed that Skate 4 is not meant to be a pay-to-win game. It's going to be solely based off of skill. So basically the cosmetics, that's going to be your main paywall. They're just going to put like different skins, different boards, different, clothing, different, whatever you can imagine in an item shop. That's probably what they're going to have in there. And that also includes an adding of a loot box that you can unlock via challenges, which I think is kind of a cool thing. Is it very skate-esque? Not really. Like, I think one of everybody's favorite parts about these games is it's not like you unlock these loot boxes and then there's like a gambling aspect to it. They did say that you don't have to pay for the loot crates. Like, you unlock them, or you get in-game currency during challenges to unlock the crates. So in a way, I guess that's good, to where, you can't just sit there and buy like 50 crates and then we get like Skate 4 loot unboxing videos and shit like that, because that's such a toxic community. And judging by the way that the trading card community has changed over the years and everybody's like shitting their pants over Pokemon cards again, I'm really surprised that they didn't decide to go that route fully with the loot crates. But I am thankful to hear that. The other part of the in-game currency that had some people scratching their heads was like, oh, is there going to be certain parts of the map to unlock that you're going to have to like paywall or get the skate pass to do? And they did say that the full map will be open to everybody over time, like just add portions to the map for everybody, whether you're free to play or you pay for whatever they give you. So that's awesome. That's great. I'm glad they're not locking off pieces of the game. That's like, I hate when games do that, where they lock off important pieces of the game. Like, who doesn't want to play the entire map? And I know that's kind of their whole thing, like, oh, you want to play the whole map? Like, give us some money and maybe we'll unlock it for you, And it's awful. But for a free to play game with a full free map for everybody to play, regardless how much money you pay on the game, I am very respective of that. So overall, my thoughts on what we know about Skate 4 now. I'm still excited to play it for sure. Still very sad to learn that they're not looking to add an offline mode at all, and it's very concerning to a lot of players because clearly, like I said earlier, it adds an expiration date to the game, so eventually you won't be able to play online because servers will be offline, and it's just going to be a dead game eventually. And I don't know how long that will take. Judging by previous Skate game success, like Skate 3 still has a ginormous community, so who knows if they make Skate 4 playable enough for the Skate 3 community, Skate 4 could be longevity. But there's a lot of determining factors in that, and I hope they understand that and make the changes necessary to really make the game flourish, because I'd hate to see the community just stick to Skate 3 because that's happened in the previous, like, I mean, look at Call of Duty. People stuck to Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, it started going downhill a little bit, then Black Ops 3, and, like, they came out with some heaters. Modern Warfare 2019 was a really good one that people stick with. I mean, they outdo themselves, and then they think that they know what the community wants, and then they just shit it all away. And it's very sad to see in the gaming space, because we love these franchises. We grew up with these franchises. We want to see them do well. We want to keep playing them into adulthood, introduce our kids to it one day. And to know that one day I can't play Skate 4 with my kid kind of sucks. Unless they add an online mode and a physical copy, that would be great. But it's free to play, and that's very concerning for a lot of people, and myself included. Thank you for letting me talk your ear off. I just wanted to talk a little bit more about Skate 4. I know it's been a while since my last video talking about it. It's been a while since I played Skate 3 as well. Okay, I've been playing a lot of Skate 2 on live streams. If you guys have missed those, there's a playlist, and you can also tune into the live streams. I usually go live on Thursdays. I'm either playing Cuphead or Skate 2. And then, of course, I've been playing some Modern Warfare 2 OG 2009 on the Xbox 360 on Flashback Friday live streams. So be sure to tune in for those. Follow us on Twitch if you want even more of my gameplay when Dak and I play games together. Until he gets his computer fixed, which will hopefully be soon, and then we'll be grinding on Twitch as well. So go check out the Grind merchandise store in the description down below. There's a lot of promotions going on, like 20% off, 10% off, 3+ more items. Keep us on Twitter, Instagram, the community tab on YouTube. We usually update you guys whenever there are promotions going on there, as well as using our code GRND LAF3, 10% off. W Energy, description down below. Go get yourself some energy, some hydration, some cool cups, some cool shirts, stickers, whatever you want. Whatever you want. But the Grind merch is better than W's merch, I'm just going to say it right now. And it would definitely support the channel, and we appreciate you guys being here, just watching the videos. Drop a like, let me know in the comments what you think about Skate 4, and I will see you guys in the next one. Keep your heads high, stay positive, keep on grinding. Gangsters, deuces.